Good morning. My name is John McRae with Mortgage Flex Systems, and welcome to the Monday Morning Flex. Hope everybody's had a great start to their week. And for months, we've been talking about our new product set and how we built them from the same DNA and they look the same. And you know what? Let's stop talking. Let's jump in and take a tour. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to turn my camera off so you don't have to look at me and share out my desktop. And we will hop right in. So first thing we're going to look at, and today's going to be real short in the amount of time we have here, is what does the modern LOS and servicing platform look like? What should you be looking for as a customer in the marketplace? Well, first of all, it should be intuitive. It should have dynamic menus. It should allow menu controls so that users are only seeing things based on who they are. So for example, I'm on the disclosure desk. Show me what I need to see. There's my screen flow. I'm a processor, closer, underwriter, funder, the ability to set all that in the system so that you really have users tailored to what they need to do. And then notifications. So anytime something on a loan changes in the system, you should know about it. So this is also driving tasks. So a new loan comes in the system or it moves to a different stage and milestone, automatically assign a task out in a workflow queue to those users that need to work on that loan. That'll turn red, let them know they have something to work on. The customer just sent their W-2s in. The appraisal just arrived. The conversation log was just activated with a notification because a loan officer put a note in there to their processor. So all those things are able to be notified on. And in fact, anything in the entire system can be notified on. And you also have the ability to go directly right into the digital loan file from here, from a multitasking standpoint, working one file. Oh, I've been waiting on this W-2 for Chase Bank. I can go right in there and work on that, or I can forward it to another user as I'm dealing with my queues. So a lot of power behind queues. And then the ability to text automatically or manually directly from your phone book. The system can do it based on rules, i.e. when the milestone changes, things of that nature. But if I want to manually send something right from here to my borrower, I can do so as long as they have authenticated and authorized, and I can do so directly from here. So really nice tool to have within the system. And then of course, pipelines. Pipelines are very important to make sure that they're graphic. They're able to be set with colored alerts. They're set with security filters. They're able to be actually worked on, like a workflow queue, so that if I'm working on a loan, I see this particular loan is set with a colored alert here of red. I want to know what that is. I'm going to go right into the digital loan file where I'll see all conditions and images. I can go into AUS findings, credit, and I can even export my entire pipeline out. So this is dynamic, again, to the user, to what they need to see so that they're dealing with what they need within the application. And then your third-party tools, tying in OCR components, AI components, automated underwriting components, all third parties that we build that can be deployed anywhere throughout the system that are running behind the scenes potentially. And some of the things I think that are really important with a modern LOS system, of course, is all cloud-based, but it's the ability for lenders to make their own changes. So we can put this dynamic field assignment on any single screen within our system, and it allows administrators to go through and quickly decide, do I want to add a new field? Where do I want to put it? What kind of field do I want? And it allows me to, decide what flow I want it amongst the tabs that we have here. And then once that field's added, they will actually list down below those new fields here. There can be tooltip hints as you're seeing here, but also the ability for administrators to interact with existing fields. So I can go in and I can control the edit properties for a particular field from a value standpoint, formatting, and then I have SQL business rules where I can hide things, I can disable things, I can require things. Those are all things that lenders need to be able to do on their own without having to go back to the vendor and either pay for or wait in line as an enhancement. We want the system to be yours. You can do that on your own, go through and make your own changes. Data dictionary to see where fields reside in our normalized SQL database throughout the application. And also, what are the screens does the field live on? So if I was going to turn a field off or require a field, where else is it hitting in the system itself? And then some other really neat things I think we do, allowing lenders to really design the system how they want. I'm talking everything from colors, logos, content, really making the system their own so that they can change it as often as they like. They want different branch colors, different user colors. Even if somebody has color blindness, you can actually change the colors that you want to change to. So a lot of just tools for lenders to have on their own to make the system their own. And really, we feel that really sets it apart, makes it different. Where we walk into an office and every single system could look differently than previous offices that we've done. So that's just a real quick look at our modern LOS system. In companion with that, we have our servicing platform. First thing you'll notice, it looks the same DNA, same database design, same look and feel. We are very highly driven on workflow queues when we look at servicing. Servicing traditionally has been staring at green screens and not looking at real-time data and not being able to deploy work to users based on their role. So what we have done is that this is a holistic look into the system, but you can break these queues out so that if I am responsible for working pre-delinquency, it's going to bring me into those loans, let me look at the queues that are assigned to me, and then I'm able to work that. So it's very driven around making sure that we are including all of the needs for non-performing loans built into the system. So that is not something that's an outside bolt-on system, completely built in, and we automate as much as we can. So automation of your escrow queues, and any exceptions, providing those to end users, telling users things that are happening, new loans boarded, exceptions. Somebody started a FEMA application process online, which we fully support. So a lot of that can be done on an automated basis. Everything we do is real time, including payments. And then I think one of the really, really strong suits of our system is data quality. Anytime you board a loan, we're going to check every aspect of it. And if there's anything that's incomplete, we're going to tell you what it is. These are based on our client rules, not ours. And you'll be able to see exactly what needs to be completed on that loan. We are also checking this on a conversion process. So not just bringing in your daily loans, but also bringing those loans in completely, so that when you are doing your initial boarding, you'll be able to go in here, and if you brought in 1,000 loans today and 999 of them are clean, they're already on the system, you're going to have that one sitting there that you have issues with. So because we work with a lot of different LOS systems, we've caught some interesting things in regards to when those loans board into our application, and the good thing is that we stop them. We also have historical data conversion tools. So we can actually have a template that we provide to clients where they can bring in all the historical data. So what we do is mock conversions, and we'll import that data in, we'll test it, we'll scrub it, make sure everything's accurate before customers go live on the system. So just a couple small things. Of course, this system is completely Fannie, Freddie, and Ginnie certified for investor reporting. So all that is built in. Much of that is automated once you set up your all of your portfolio maintenance in the system. So again, modern servicing platform powered by workflow, really big on reporting on all data in our system. So whether it's standard reports that we deliver, whether it's reports that customers add, all sorts of real-time live data that we provide in the system, all able to be scheduled and configured so that you're delivering those to users when you need to. And then in association with what we've looked at here, we also have our portals. So our portals will look at both the consumer direct side and also the borrower direct side. So this is the consumer portal. This is a multilingual platform, so I can go in and look at anything in any language I would like. The ability for complete application flow or partial application flow. If this was started by a loan officer or in the LOS, I can task the borrower for just the information that I need from them, but on screen level. Complete image submission, again, real-time access to product pricing, e-sign, fees, all at their fingertips so that they can complete that process and be able to go through and see exactly where I am from a completion standpoint, any other borrower, co-borrower that's associated with this loan. And then we have our companion servicing portal. So again, bilingual, the ability for the borrower really to do anything that they need. So real time payment information. They've got, historical information is giving me real time payment information, managing your payments, payment assistance. So this is the full GSE process for payment assistance, all the way up through imaging and providing all the documentation they need, signing and sending this over for either a hardship or a FEMA disaster. And payoff requests, full escrow is here with all of their analysis, insurance, the ability to submit images. Again, we are an imaging system throughout both origination and servicing. All their documents would be here real time. So monthly statements, escrow, loan documents we can ingest in PDF form. And then anything that you see down below in any of these systems, colors, logos, text, all able to be changed by our customers so that you're not having to come to us, the vendor. We're certainly there to support you, but we want to allow you to do things on your own. So that's just a quick look at what we've been up to. And really appreciate you taking a little bit of time today. I know I went a little bit longer than I usually do, but I thought it was pretty appropriate that we actually take a look at some product today. So again, thank you. Hope everybody has a wonderful week. We'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.